What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War when I'm back at you with another video, and I got a fantastic one for you. But what I need you to do right now is I need you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with me on the journey and check the description tab out because I got all the links to all the products and services right there at your fingertips. And don't forget to share this, man. I want the whole world to be TWR market warriors. Listen, if they're interested in trading and investing, I want them part of the team, or I at least want them in the know. So help me help them out and help you out. Share this TWR stuff with the world and bring them on the team, guys, because I just want tons of market warriors to go into 2024 and just absolutely kill it. Now, we got a fantastic video, like I was saying. I'm gonna spend a little more time on the chart section because I've been getting a lot of messages lately from newer investors and traders on breaking down charts a little bit better, which tells me two things. A, they're not used to the charting system that TWR does, and B, that they're probably a little newer investor coming into the market, which is great because we want to pay it forward to the next generation, the next cycle of traders that are getting interested into the market. Absolutely okay. I'm going to spend a little time, break down the chart section a little bit, and kind of change things up a little bit. If we like the way the new charting area goes for the way that I do it, leave messages in the comments and we'll go ahead and keep it. If not, we'll go back to the original, but I at least want to do it once or twice so we get some of the newer people a little baseline to move forward with so they got something to go with, okay? Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the video. As always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war together. Traders War Room out there. I hope to see you guys when that bell rings. Become a TWR market warrior. Click the links and let's go to war, baby.
In the Traders War Room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude. Come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors.
First up, I want to talk about watch list building. We have to build a scanner in order to do anything with watch lists. Now, I like US stocks, market cap above 10 billion because I want the movers and shakers. Next, I want things that have high volume. So I want everything above 5 million. And now we need a pattern. Now I'm a bull at heart. So for this first scanner, we're going to go ahead and look for a bull flag. And you can run it on a bear, but we're going to go with the bull first. View results, create a list, and chart. Next, let's do a broad scan. For this, I want to do a candle pattern. And I love inside bars. We're going to go ahead and pick both a bull and a bear. Of course, view and chart. Now, pro tip. We want to aggregate our list. Pick top 10, top 5, and the bottom 5. Now, I like to use positive and negative percent change or total volume. So here's an example. Here's your IB top 5. Here's your bottom 5. And here's the highest volume 5, right? Now, the other one is the bull flag list, which only gave us 5. Now look, here's what we're looking for is a correlation on which tickers are constant in all of the scans and the ones that have news and catalyst events that are coming up, because that's what's going to give us our volatility, and volatility equals dramatic movements, which gives us the great opportunity for profitability and big returns. Now, normally this is how our charts are set up, with purple being the battle zone, blue being our high target, and red being our low target. But I promised you guys I was going to break it down a little bit and give you guys the idea of how we get to these levels that we look at for target zones, and then how we break them down a little bit further for when we're looking for triggers to go off of to actually attack the stocks in question. So one of the basic ways to begin charting is to start off utilizing the fibs. Now, I like to use these off of a 6-month chart to get a good wide spectrum view, what I call a bird's eye view approach of price action. And you can see a good idea of some trends forming and some patterns forming. And the basic way that you use the fibs is you start off at the top and you work to a low. And then it gives you the lines, and then based off of those lines are where we're gonna start creating our battle zone areas. And so here we have the fibs on Tsla. And like I said, we went from a 6-month period from a high point to a low point. Next, I'm coming into the 4-hour to build my triggers. And basically, I got my high and my low and my battle zone. And then I'm building my triggers off of the battle zone area with the orange. And so we're looking for the push above those triggers to give us the continuation towards the blue or the red. And that's what we're gonna look for tomorrow when we're trying to get into the trade. My prediction for this is going to be a bullish move. I'm interested in target, looking at the 6-month, of course, putting the fibs on here again to get a baseline. Target is flagging pretty hard. Now, the assessment with this one would be if the market overall is strong, target should see a nice strong movement. But if the overall market is weak, you'll probably see consumer discretionary slide a little bit, which target would slide as well. So we'll utilize the battle zone and the trigger area pretty close to make sure that we get a good prediction and confirmation off of a trend that we're looking for if we get into this trade. Assessment, I am cautiously bullish on this one, but prepared for the potential of a sharp reversal. AMD is hot, 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 man. It is buzzing all over the place, man. They got this new chip that is supposed to rival the NVIDIA chip, and everybody's talking about AMD. So you're going to see this going crazy with a lot of volatility here coming into the end of this week. So I'm expecting this to probably find support and bounce because AMD came out with their chip and they are a true rival to NVIDIA, right? And their chip is less expensive, very powerful, and also has more memory, which will give consumers more savings on workload. It may not have the horsepower that the NVIDIA chip has, but it has enough horsepower and more memory to make it more of a cost friendly, and the chip is ready now, and they have some big money people on board. So I like this for a push. My assessment is a bull run after we get a little bit of sideways movement from support. We'll get our bounce and investors will come in heavy. Rivian looks interesting on the further out chart. You had a nice push up with a slight pullback, which is okay for a little cooling off period. I like this finding support and pushing back up for a potential break. I think if we get the bounce from support and we start to come out of the battle zone strong, I think pushing into the 19s and breaking into the 20s is definitely a possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and go with a bullish sentiment. But if we do derivatives on this, we want to give ourselves some time. So we want to push out to the end of December, if not into January of next year. Finally, the last one I want you to pay attention to is SMCI. This is a chip name, and you might have heard this name in the running with AMD. They are consumer of AMD's new chip stock. And looking at this further out chart here, you could see that we've got some sideways movement coming, but every time it comes down to the particular level where we're at currently, it likes to bounce hard. So there's no reason not to expect another bounce from support to start getting a nice little run if the market stays fairly bullish and strong. Now this one, I could see the slide to the downside first before we find support, and then we get a nice good rejection from support and we start to pop hard. So I'll be looking for a little bit of the bounce play here. So coming out of the battle zone area, which I didn't put
the strong purple box there because the price action is fairly wide. So we're just going to look for momentum on this. When we see bullish momentum, we're going to look for the bull play. We see bearish momentum, we're going to look for the bear play. But we're going to pay attention to the levels, and we're going to look for the rejection at support or rejection at resistance if we get triggered going either to the bull side or the bear side. All right, team, that's all I got for you tonight. Let me know how you think the charting section went in this particular video, because if you guys like the way we did the charts, I'll do a lot more of it this way. It was just a little more breaking down, a little more reasoning behind how we develop and get the strategy for the next day. Obviously, pre-market and catalysts and all that stuff could completely throw a wrench into it, so we definitely have to pay attention to it, and we also have to kind of be flexible as well. But definitely going into battle with a plan and a strategy is always better than just going into it blind. All right, listen, definitely check out the TWR storefront. I'd love to see all of you become TWR market warriors. I hope to see a whole bunch of new faces when that bell rings on the TWR market warrior platforms. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and the TWR market warriors, and let's go to war together.
In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors and we can share the same pot. I woke up and went to war in my tank top.